Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. And Lily's here too. You just can't. There she is. I'm trying to stay out of the camera range. I'm sorry. Oh, she's giving me a look. She's giving me a look. Okay, I respect your privacy. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you. I do. My goodness. She's really sensitive about if she does not want to be on camera, she does not want to be on camera. Okay. It's okay. You are not on camera right now. Nobody can see you. Cute. Okay, Pisces. Okay, Pisces. As she settled down, stop giving me a dirty look. So Pisces, we're gonna see what is your story. These have been so interesting this week. They've been really fascinating. Yeah, each one surprises me. It's just incredible. So yeah, I'm gonna do your story, and here we are. I'm gonna do the same. Oh, look, you have the sun at the bottom after your pre-shuffle. Wow. Wow, what do you got? Look at your pre-shuffle. You have the Sun, the Two of Cups, and the Eight of Wands, and that's reversed. That looks pretty nice. So, but let's see. I actually find the nicer ones are harder to read. Yeah, I'm going to see what your story is. I'm going to use, this is the pocket edition of Kim Kranz's Wild Unknown Tarot. So, yeah, we're going to pull out your story. It's general. It may or may not resonate. If it does resonate and you're drawn to it, there is an extended. The link to the extended is at the top of the description within this Vimeo. Whoa. Simmer down cards. All right. So let's see. What's your Pisces? What's your story? One more. What's Pisces' story? Pisces' story. Pisces story. You have some pretty strong cards here. Okay, you have the Emperor and the Queen of Swords, and I'm waiting for them to talk to me, and they're not. And what's really funny, so the Emperor came out first. This card came out first. And then the Queen of Swords came out first. But when she came out, she jumped ahead of the Emperor. Like, it was really funny. So you think, oh, well, read her before the Emperor. This feels like you. I want to say you're the Emperor. And I'm only going to say that because as a reader for my channel, you have not recently, but there was a whole stint there, like a good year, maybe year and a half, where you guys were dealing with the Emperor. And in an Emperor, it was coming through as a very authoritative figure in your life. Like, this is going back a couple years ago, I think, even. Someone in your life who had a lot of power over you, or at least used that power. And they were using that power in your life in a very negative way. They were using it, like I would describe it as a false emperor. Like somebody who had, it could be a boss, it could be a parental figure, it could be a spouse. Like, there's a lot of ways that this person could have showed up in your life. But they were false emperor. And it was interesting watching you evolve over months and seeing you handle this energy and then turn into it. And it was really probably, I would say, very inspiring. But it's funny that this is bringing me back to that. So it's almost like that's part of your story. And that's why I identify you as the Emperor. Now, the Queen of Swords jumping around you. So there's some sort of other energy here that's very intellectual, very intelligent. Very thoughtful in their thinking, but yet I feel like it wants to be heard above you, before you. And this is weird. I mean, I really don't know what to expect when I do these stories. These readings, what is your story? Your story is you and someone else. Now there's a tower is at the bottom, and that's it. That's the only card at the bottom. So you see, like, I'm dealing with some pretty strong cards, and the tower is interesting because the tower reminds me of the Emperor and getting his head knocked off. So I want to say what I'm getting, like, the channeled message, how all of this is coming through. What I'm getting is you go through something in your lifetime, Pisces, where someone has some sort of power over you. But this person is not powerful in that their intentions are for the higher good of themselves and those around them. They're being pretty open and fluid with the decisions that are being made and how that affects one another. And if you know what, I know you're taking a hard shot here right now. I'm taking one too. I'm there with you. Let's do it together, because I know at the end of this, we're going to get through it. It's more like, I'm not going to take a hard shot. I'm going to put more on you than I can on me, so that you can feel more the weight of this burden, and I can come out looking good on the other end. That's the false emperor. So you go through that. I feel like you go through that, Pisces, with someone in your life. And then, but see, you learn a lesson in it, and you learn a lesson about what kind of leader you want to be. And that could just be in your own life, like how you're going to, like, not necessarily that you end up in a position at work of some sort, in some sort of authority, or even in your family. Or maybe you do, maybe you don't. It's flexible, it's general, but you certainly do in your own life. And you're navigating with this energy. And you kind of earned it. You earned it. You did. You earned it the hard way. You earned it by seeing how other people use this energy, but how you would like to use this energy. And now someone comes into your life and changes everything. The Tower moment. And it feels like it's this Mother of Swords, this Queen of Swords, because she tried to jump ahead. She's thinking, no, listen. And then, so no, you know your place. You need to be over here. You came out after the Emperor. But you know what? This is a part of you that you know gonna get hit twice. It gets hit twice by lightning. And lightning to me is a eureka moment. So if I'm going to, kind of like the Coles Notes version here, you become a leader in your life, maybe a leader outside of your life too. Outwardly with other people, and you're doing it really well. You're doing it really, really well. And this might be cycles that you go through. Your reading might actually is coming through like that. Other people's readings were like maybe a major component in their life. Yours feels very cyclical, and it's cyclical because you keep building up this Emperor energy within yourself. And sometimes it gets knocked off at the top. And then what happens to trees when this happens? They often actually start spreading out sideways. So it's a new way to grow. It's a new way to grow. You keep finding new ways to grow, Pisces, in this lifetime. And the first part, like when this first sprouts out, you're kind of overshadowed. It's like sitting in a forest of some other emperor that's holding you back, that's utilizing sort of your positive traits, talents, techniques for their own self-gain. You get through that in your own way somehow. You get through it, you move past it, and you learn the valuable lesson, but you don't become like jaded and cynical. You know, I'm going to treat everyone else the way I was treated on the way up. No, you take in this is really nice, but something comes in again. And I don't know if this is just a more prominent aspect in your lifetime that comes in and kind of like lobs off your head a couple of times. And we had to move the Queen of Swords twice. Well, she found her own little spot here. Jumped ahead. And then I did with like kindergarten when they have to line up. And the ones that come late, they were the front of the line. I'm sorry. Go to the back of the line. If you can get here on time, then you can be at the front of the line. So I did. I put her in her place. You know, I got to go in the back. It's almost like two movements here. And two things that happen to you. What is this? The Queen of Swords tells me an awful lot about what goes on, like what happens to your head here. And it causes you, though, it's a huge shift in where you thought you were going. What you knew, the top of the head comes off twice. You're growing upwards. You're growing upwards. Maybe it's almost realizing that your growth is just going in one direction here and it needs to go in another direction, but it's almost like it needs to be directed at you, emphasized towards you twice for you to get the message to grow this way. You need to grow in a different direction here. Yeah. Let's pull out these teeny tiny deck here. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to ask about the Queen of Swords when she's in front of you. And I'm going to ask about the Queen of Swords when she's behind you. I feel like there's two different things that go on here for you. It does feel like someone who wants your attention. This person is looking really intensely. And they jump right in front of you. I don't know if you like literally like you walk right into this person. If this person walks right into you, like just boom. They just jumped right in front. The Mother of Swords. The Mother of Swords in the front of the Emperor. The Mother of Swords in the front of the Emperor. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. The Mother of Swords behind the Emperor. The Hierophant. Oh. You have some things to teach this person. This is not an easy person to teach. Okay. When this energy jumps in front of you, it's a lot more immature than when it ends up on the other side. So, but yet it's not a foolish energy in any way. It actually is trying to offer something, if anything. Offer something in a very slow, offer something of itself. So someone might come towards you when you are sort of really in your, you're really in your strength. Someone enters your life who is also, has a very strong personality, the Mother of Swords. And I do want to say, like, this person has a very strong intellect and they're able to ground it, right? I did not expect this card to come out. They're able to ground it and move things slowly and thoughtfully. And it almost looks like an offer, like trying to offer something to you. So it feels like someone in a very unexpected way, the first lob is some sort of an offer to you. I don't know that it happens. I don't know. I just see this person offering to the Emperor something that they have of themselves. But then this person gets put behind you. I mean, the proper place for this person is to sit behind you. And I even feel kind of weird saying that. Because I don't really think anybody should have to sit behind anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, your proper place is to sit behind me. That's what feels uncomfortable. But the proper placement of this card in terms of who landed on the table first is. So there could be something that you go through in your life. And the proper placement here is, it has to be looked after first. You can't look into or look after whatever this is that is offered to you. But then on the other side, this becomes major arcana. It meets you. If anything, it actually might even go past you because the Hierophant comes in after the Emperor in the line of the major arcana. And that might be the shock. At first perception, you're going to meet someone, and this could even be meeting an equal. This has the energy of meeting someone who is really, really very much your equal, Pisces, but it sure doesn't seem like it at first. You can see that there's some value. This person has got a strong personality. This person has a strong personality. This person sees things that maybe other people don't see. This person has something to offer, but I don't feel like, we haven't even clarified you yet. We'll see what goes on here. But as I read the cards right now, so over time, this person ends up being your equal. And that is intriguing because it chops your head off again. It chops off your direction of growth even harder. And then now that that's been done, like this is a hard cut. Maybe the first one wouldn't be enough to force this tree to start growing like widthwise. But now, if you know any tree, it's going to do that. It's going to start going out this way. So let's look at you. I'm going to look at the two sides. So before I go there, I want to say, I feel like, so part of your story here is when you meet an equal in some capacity of your life, you're not going to expect it. You're not going to see this person as an equal for you. That, I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's just the way they show up. Maybe it's the way they show up and how you're showing up. Like, no, this person's not, doesn't have, I don't want to say doesn't have equal value, doesn't have equal status, equal experience. So, okay, we're going to look at the two sides of you. So, when this person bumps into your life, Judgment, you're having some sort of a new beginning. So, you're having some sort of a new beginning. Judgment, like this is a restart. This is the second part of your life. Somehow this is the second part of your life, whether it's a career change, it's a relationship change, it's a huge move that you're taking on. You're moving somewhere, moving from continent to continent. It's a big change. It's a huge shift in your life and you're having a new beginning. And on some ways too, I feel like you're just not expecting it. Like this person, look at this. Look at how these cards are lined up. Yep. Okay. This offer coming in, and here's you. Boop, 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 doing your thing, having your new beginning, and you don't even really see it, actually, to be honest. I don't think you do. You're busy making your own music, going to your own beat. So now, when this Queen of Mother of Swords ends up on this side, and is showing up as the Hierophant, this is a very strong spiritual leader in their own right. So, you're the Nine of Pentacles. Kind of feels like you're still not looking. So funny. You're really self-focused. Okay, so something comes in for you when you are extremely self-focused because you are not seeing. As these cards sit, your story, Pisces, is that you go through something in your life, a dramatic change, a second start, a new beginning. And as that's happening for you, you're completely unaware of or like not really affected by some sort of major personality that comes into your life and offers you something. Maybe they offer you some of their time, some of their knowledge, some of their support. And then as time progresses, this person ends up sort of on the proper side of you, where they were supposed to land. And because I feel like time, there's some sort of movement of time there, that perhaps this person develops more fully, goes through some sort of changes in their life. And as do you, like you end up producing a great physical abundance for yourself, prosperity, wealth, comfort, but you're still not looking. There's a lot of self. So I do want to say, I mean, unless you're just a completely narcissistic, self-absorbed asshole, probably not. Maybe some of you, I don't know. I don't know y'all personally. There's some sort of healing going on here. So there's some sort of healing going on here. And that is showing up as a big part of your leadership. So what is the story in all this? There's something dramatic that comes through. And I feel like you almost don't even see it. And isn't that funny? Because how would Pisces not see it? Pisces is the intuitive. Pisces is the psychic. Maybe you're so deep in your... See, this stuff is showing up very three-dimensional. Taurus energy. And you do tend to be the dreamer in the zodiac. So you might be producing more internal dreams. You might be more focused. Like I said, inwardly, there's some sort of healing going on. The Tower. Let's just look straight at it. Straight on at the Tower here, Pisces. The Tower. The Chariot. It's two strikes. You're going in one direction. This comes at you. And then you're sort of going in another direction. And it comes at you in a different way. What is Pisces meant to? Maybe this is just an energetic collision. I almost don't even see you producing anything with this person, but it seems to be like an energetic collision. And maybe that's the best way to describe what your story is. Our energetic collides with other people and how they affect you. And you may not even be aware that they affect you.
Wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
That's weird. My TV just started talking. It's not even on. That's so weird. Yeah, I know. You heard that too, right, Lily? The TV just said, something just went wrong. Try again. Try again in a few seconds. So maybe that means something. You're supposed to try again. There's two things going on here. There's two strikes of lightning. Something went wrong. Try again in a second. What does that mean? What does that mean for Pisces? Something went wrong. Try again in a second. Oh, the Eight of Wands and the Hermit. So, okay, something went wrong. Something goes wrong with communication, with movement, not the way it should go. So try again in a second. This feels like the second. Like, what do you do in that? Self-reflection, Hermit, going within. How should Pisces try again after? How should Pisces try again after a second? The second try is really good. The Six of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. The second try is really good. Something goes wrong the first time. Try again after a second. After a few seconds. Or I don't know what she said. You can rewind. You probably... I hope you picked that up. It seemed pretty loud to me. What was I asking? What was the point in all this? This collision. What is the point in this collision? These energetic collides for Pisces. Justice. The point of the energetic collides is justice. Is creating balance in your karmic path. In your karmic past. It's creating balance in your karmic past and your karmic path. Energetic collides. Oh, look. The Devil is at the bottom. Something goes wrong. Try again in a few seconds. That just feels like you're reading. Because these things come in and you miss them. And it doesn't feel like you miss them because of, well, you're just really flighty or you're just totally self-absorbed. You're working on something. You're having a new beginning. You're trying to build yourself up in it. Wow, that's crazy. That's funny because the Aquarius reading, a bird flew into my door. It was okay. But it became the reading as well. It became the title of the reading. And I really think that's it. Something goes wrong. Try again in a few seconds. And what a few seconds, remember? Like, after a period of time. Try again. So, wow. All right, Pisces. I'm going to go do your extended and see what we get out of that. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.